I'm grateful. Thank you.
Okay, like I said, I've got my box of tissues with me, Papa. Uh,
ऊपर वाले से मांग दुआ मांग कि या अल्लाह तकलीफ दे. तो ऐसे ये कौन सी दुआ है? इसे बेटा दर्द जगाता है. अगर दर्द जगाता नहीं तो तू रात को यहाँ पर सिगरेट ढूंढता हुआ यहाँ पर मस्जिद के पास घूमता नहीं होता. So I think it is pain that keeps us awake, and it's pain that made Shaheen put pen to paper. And as the great Dalai Lama said, that it's the human obstacles that bring out the gold from you. And I'm a proud father of 3 daughters and 1 son who was not here, I think. But I learn from my children. My children have taught me. Thank you, Shaheen, for teaching me. Teaching me that you did not let your pain go to waste. Thank you very much. I'm grateful. Thank you.
okay, like I said, I've got my box of tissues with me, Papa. Uh, so I'd like to now call on stage the Bhatt family, my brilliant, beautiful sister, Pooja Bhatt, the creator of us, my mother, Soni Bhatt, and the woman of the moment, everybody, Shaheen Bhatt. Okay, so what we're going to do is, of course, Shaheen has said a lot about her journey with depression and mental health and all of that through the book, which you guys can pick up in stores online now and read it. But what I find extremely, extremely personal, that she has actually included excerpts from her diary, right since the time she was 13 to now. And today we're going to read 2 of those excerpts, just Shaheen writing into her diary. And then we'll talk a little about it as a family and ask some important, relevant questions to each other. So I would like my mum to read the first entry of Shaheen as a 13-year-old, right, Shaheen? Yeah, as a 13-year-old Shaheen.
Okay, just to say hello, everybody. Thank you, Penguin. Thank you all for coming. And in true Bud style, I've just been informed that I'm supposed to read this. I've not seen the book before. I came from a flight from London this morning, and I didn't bring my glasses. So now I have somebody else's glasses. I don't know how it's going to turn out. I'll try. This is our life. And they were very scared that I shouldn't read this out because it's emotional on top of it. Nina, your glasses are really weird. Okay. Time, 9:35 p.m. Date, 6/2/2001. Dear Diary, why do I even start off this way? I have a splitting headache. I could almost die from the pain. Today was a bad day. I woke up late and I hardly studied, but I went to the market in the morning since I had to buy pens for the exam. I didn't have much lunch. I spoke to Namita in the afternoon. Only spoke for about 15 minutes. I got sad after hanging up. In brackets, yep, again. I've got a lot on my mind these days. I feel isolated and separated from the world. No one sees me. I'm constantly at war with myself. I know it's very cliche, but that's the thing. I only feel like crying these days. I get sad very suddenly. I feel like I'm no good. I know I'm fat and I don't look good, and school worries me. I'm no good at maths or Hindi. I'm afraid I'm going to fail this year and then everyone will think I'm a loser. I think Mama and Papa also expect a lot from me. They keep telling me how bright I am and how I will do well. What if I don't live up to their expectations? I think of Alia and how good she is at everything she tries. She can make them proud. I can't. I'm not good enough. I'm not good at anything. I'm a loser and I don't like it. I wish life wasn't so hard. Is that it?
Okay, so
And a bit of a breather and run. Okay? Okay. Lovely. Thank you. Thanks. Bye-bye.
बेबी के मुझे रखा था आज लाइटनिंग इंटरेस्ट
नाउ यू कैन बुक के साथ में एक ऐसे पोज कर सकते हैं. Thank you, Jane. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
माइनिंग करने वाला था मैम बोले मीटिंग में किसी और को तो मिल सकते फिर हम लोग ट्रेन में ट्रैवल करना चालू करेंगे अरे अमाउंट गेस्ट हाउस है अपना गेस्ट हाउस है मस्त से उसके सुबह का पराठे खाना जाते टाइम और पराठे मेट्रो ट्राई वहाँ पर मेट्रो ढाका से मुझे यही फील है कि अंदर छेद तो आपने देखो सौ दूर से
ये सॉफ्ट कोड है ना पूरा सही में नहीं करता है एसबी बना दिया
ठीक है
थ्री सिस्टर एक तीनों का थ्री सिस्टर
बाद में हो जाएगा पीछे क्लियर कीजिए, पीछे क्लियर कीजिए। पीछे कौन है? अरे भाई थोड़ा देगा रे। अरे नाइट में तो मिला। अरे काय अरे डबल फ्लैश अरे चलो 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 झालं
Start in a couple of minutes now. So could you all please be seated?
Thank you. That was a really, it was a new introduction. Author Shaheen's sister Alia. It felt really nice. Like all my blood vessels are jumping right now. Okay, so I'm going to try and be as host-like, but I may make some mistakes, so forgive me from the beginning. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, members of the media, our friends, our family, and any gate crashers, if there are any. I want to start by thanking all of y'all from the bottom of my heart for being here today, because today is a very big day for all of us. And just to have you here, listening to us, being with us, caring about what we say on stage, really means a lot, and I assure you we will not forget this day. I'd also like to thank Penguin and Landmark for hosting this event. Okay, so we all know why we're here, but just in case someone was not paying attention, Shaheen Bhatt has written her first book. I've Never Been Unhappier is an honest, bare tale of her life and her frequent visitor, depression. Okay, so it doesn't happen very often, but the whole Bhatt family is in the room tonight, okay? I'm just giving you a couple of warnings. We are a passionate bunch, and when we're together, we either scream or we cry, and there is some laughter, but it gets intense. So I'm just warning you all. Shaheen very clearly told me, when I asked her, I said, how do you want your launch to be? She said, I want it to be intimate. And intimate it will be, because we're going to sit as a family. And also she said, Shaheen being Shaheen, I don't want this to be just about me. I want this to be about mental health. I want people to watch our conversation today as a family and learn from it and hopefully follow it. And we should ask important, relevant questions related to depression and mental health and address it as a family. Because this book goes way beyond me. And I think that's amazing for you to say that, Shaheen. Okay, so let's begin the afternoon and the event. So if this was The Lion King, then we've reached that point in the movie where it's time to show off Simba to the world, right? And we can't do that without Mufasa. So, Mufasa, Mahesh Bhatt, who's also written the foreword for the book, please say some wise words. I mean, just try.
I've come armed with some written thoughts because I was warned by Shaheen, you can't ramble.
1 second. Can you hear him?
Yeah. I was
It's gone off, no?
warned not to. Yeah, so I was told not to ramble off, so I've come armed with some notes. Well, first of all, I think the tone has been set much before the book launch is here, and thank you, Barkha, for doing such a fantastic job. Just when I thought that the world of news is dead, you shocked me, jolted me, and said, no, don't be so cynical. There are people who are still alive and can reach the depths where you live. So thank you very much. There's something deep and pure which comes right from the heart of the earth. It's well water. The word welcome means come to the well. Come to the well. That's the origin of the word welcome. I think this book comes from the deepest part of my child's heart. And she once again taught me that lesson which I learned when I was barely 15, 16. That human suffering is the womb from which, from where all great art, religious movement, political movements originate. Human suffering is the springboard of culture. And I think it is pain that works as the glue. As the politicians try to tear us apart and keep us apart for their self-aggrandizement, it is pain, the heritage of man, that keeps us together. That's why, as we celebrate 550 years of Guru Nanak Sahib, he said, Nanak dukhiya sab sansar. It's pain which is the glue which holds people together. And I think it's that that has brought this gathering here. It is that that has created such a phenomenal response for this book. It's already #1, I'm told. And I think just when we start feeling very dismissive about the times we live in, I think I'm very stunned by the generosity of people. The kind of responses Shaheen got just proves that human beings are very generous. And I was astounded by the kind of phenomenal feedback and the kind of abandon with which they bared their hearts just because of that interview, Barkha, that you did. So there's a world outside in this virtual age when we claim to be so fiercely connected and yet are so alone. There is this screaming evidence that we are just dying to reach out to each other. That's why there's a great share of Iqbal Sahib कि फासला शिद्दत एहसास से कम होता है एक जरा हाथ बढ़ा ले तो छू लूं तुझको. बात जरा से हाथ बढ़ाने की है, and then you see how many hearts you touch. But as I conclude, I can go on and on. I remember that Sufi fakir I met on Mahim Dargah when I was 15. He said to me, Baba,